It's time to return to the deadliest of premonitions.
Previously during the investigation.
These puppies are making me
With this same clip that plays every single time you load any chapter in episode 1.
Welcome to Greenvale.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that. It's not really necessary to see it more than once. Okay, where we last left off, we did a whole bunch of trading card collecting. We did some side quests. We got Quint's Infinity Wrench. So, with that, especially with like half an hour to go, we can just head right on over to the police station now. Back in this familiar old brick of a police car. Okay. Ooh, almost ran into that one. Unlike that other car where it just deliberately ran right into me. Asshole. But yeah, first time I guess just doing a solo stream with with the schedule being different from what it normally is. Gonna see how this works out for me. Like doing it more like earlier in the day as opposed to the end. Okay. Let's take a left up here. Just gotta make it as fast as we can. I think I recall, like, during my practice run of this, after doing the side quests I had just gone through, I basically did get it to the police station, to the sheriff's office at about, like, 20 to 15 minutes left until the deadline, you know, because they close up at like 5. And we're here. Made it. Nice.
Building for such a small town. The exterior woodwork is spectacular. Don't you agree, Zach?
Not a bad building. And we get to meet another one of these this game's just fabulous characters.
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
Oh, man. Oh, Thomas.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please
The
just
most
call me
dainty of
What
animations you
everyone
got.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Oh, no, just doing my job. I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered. She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Well, no, not really. But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay, let me know when things are ready.
Oh, man.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
Yep, that's definitely a way to put it. Alright, first things first. The kitchen. Actually, I forget. Like, they don't even label which one of these it is. Oh, yeah, I have to... I gotta look at, like, the labels. Oh, like, next to the door. Okay, that's conference room. There's the kitchen. Yeah, because right now we gotta get our hands on... Not those, but this.
Zach, there's a name written on this dumbbell. Arnold. I haven't met anyone by that name yet. Could it be the owner of this dumbbell? What do you think, Zach?
And also, get the trading card here that's just been left to sit in the fridge. Turkey sandwich. The most hideous turkey sandwich. Just like that blackish mass in between the fucking pieces of bread is like... It is hard for me to even tell if that's turkey, or at the very least if it's edible turkey. Also, while we're here... Starting to look like it's getting dirty. Fair. Well, let's switch over to Workaholic. Oh yeah, and also, since I now have like an infinity weapon, I can just put away like the other degrading melee weapons that I have. So put that away as well as that. Yeah, pistol and wrench. That's all we need right now. Even though we are going to be getting another infinity melee weapon a bit later on that surpasses even the wrench. Ah. Alright.
George, do you work out every day?
Of course, Agent Morgan. Exercise keeps me healthy. I haven't missed a day since I...
It's a shame that he's facing away
That's
from me
impressive.
at this very moment,
You might wanna get
because,
more exercise in.
like, on an earlier run of this, I was able to talk to him when he was trying to get out of the room and therefore facing
I
me.
haven't seen Arnold around since...
And I think what most people don't realize that when he's doing these squat animations, he actually has, like, the biggest, like, grin on his face. You can kind of see it.
Let me know. will
Maybe
ya?
a bit hard, especially with kind of how this looks on the stream, with like the
I'll
the
keep
fact
an eye
that
out for it.
non-CRT displays are just terrible at showing scrolling elements without blending them. But yeah, that's probably the one instance where you can see him actually being something that resembles happy. It's kind of ridiculous.
George, I found Arnold.
Really?
He was a bit hard.
Oh yeah, there's
I
that
got
there's
him to
that
come back.
smile.
Oh. Arnold. Well done, Agent Morgan. Now I can work out using my normal workout menu.
Good to hear that.
Here's a little something to show you my appreciation.
Yep, another trading card. Not
So
really
that makes
useful
us
outside
even.
of the money bonus.
I don't owe you anything, and you don't owe me anything. No changes to how we work together. Just bear that in mind.
Zach, you need some friends who aren't so dumb.
Okay, now let's get that fucking key. Oh, hey, Emily, what's up?
Hi.
Yeah, hopefully it won't. Fortunately, I know exactly where the correct key is. Like, I could probably take all the time I want just picking up every single key and giving the wrong ones to Thomas, but, like, I don't want to have, like, the time get way too close to, like, when it would be, like, 5 p.m. and presumably would boot me out because it's like, right, everyone, stop what you're doing. Yeah. Curvy tail flying squirrel key. It really is devious, like on the game's part, where it's like like Thomas keeps describing, you need to find the southern flying squirrel key. But like none of the keys you pick up are like have the description that matches it verbatim. You have to basically, like, it is designed, if you don't know already, to just make you keep picking up every single wrong key until you turn it in and get it correct somehow. At least their locations are set in stone. That's the best part, you know? It's what helps this, like, not take too long on
You found the
replays.
key.
That's the right one?
Yes, a southern flying squirrel. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I'll bring
thank
the files
God.
right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Okay.
York,
waiting for
please. No more smiles,
Well, we
please.
just got here and we've cracked a big case already.
Alright.
The victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model. But for the time being, she was working in the AMG diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in a lumber mill when she was a child. Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident.
Must be a whole lot of money then.
After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
Oh yeah. Of course. Puts out the cigarette right on the plate.
City folk, huh? No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him, and some should have better manners.
This is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious. Where in town can I get these?
Well, actually, I baked them myself.
That's amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement? I'm very particular about biscuits, I'll have you know. The balance of milk and butter you've achieved here. Oh, my.
Agent Morgan, the autopsy's ready. You are welcome to accompany me to the Greenvale General Hospital. Emily, you come too. Thomas, stay here and tidy up these files.
Yes, sir.
We're going to use the car outside. Let's get going. You might
All
think this
right.
is just a small-town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down.
York just continues to be enamored by this fucking biscuit. Okay. Now give us the payout. What do we got? Yeah. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Definitely less than I think how it was around this point on my practice run, but that's because I just took more time to pick up a lot of spare agent honors along the way and looking into every person's home. But it's fine. Like, 6,000 in the bank is like more than enough to cover like any future expenses for a long time.
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
I do, actually. I've been driving around town this entire fucking time.
I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man.
Ah.
Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but we're actually not going to
Just
be
one thing, Agent Morgan.
going through this
Your
chapter
involvement in
just
this
yet.
case
Once the
is
cutscene
limited.
is over,
That means
gonna
you
back
don't
out
have
and do a
to
chapter
worry about
replay. Because we gotta do 2 replays
George,
of the previous
gotta get
chapter
moving. The hospital closes
in
at
order to get
2100.
certain side quests out of the way and the specific rewards that we need. Okay. Yep, back to title. Chapter. Okay. Oh yeah, so... Okay, yeah, so it is like, even though it's the 3rd chapter, prologue was absolutely called Chapter 0. So doing a replay of Chapter 2 is where we gotta keep getting some of that side content out of the way. Basically, I just need to do like 2 replays of this specific chapter, and then we could just basically keep going along the fucking main story for the foreseeable future. At least until we get to the final chapter of episode 1.
So,
Yeah, we just gotta get out and head to behind the back of the hotel because we gotta do some fishing since all our
is
items
there
from the
something
last
here that you wanna
playthrough
check out?
carry
We're
over.
supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office, but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
Okay. And it's fine too, because it's like it's only 10 a.m. We still got plenty of time to do all this other stuff before heading back to the police station and finishing that quest line again, I guess. Alrighty. Also put this infinite wrench to good use. Again, it's always so relaxing just going through this game, especially when you're not just focusing on like the main plot, as it were, and just exploring everything Greenvale has to offer. Okay. Right. Yeah, it's this pier over here that I need to fish from to have an easier time getting the trading card in question. Alright, we got our rod, we got our bait. Let's go. Ah. I can hear it vibrating and reel it in. Okay, this should be... yes. Sweet. And now we have caught A Poly Oxford. Okay, now we can head back to the car. Next stop, the milk barn. Because even though we've gone back in time to the start of this very day, the game will always act like we have done certain side quests that only happen, like, sequentially. So you bet your ass we're gonna have to, like, reorganize the storeroom at the milk barn again for a better reward. Okay. Oh yeah, that car's not ours. Even though it probably handles better than the one we have for the time being. Oh yeah, we could also take like the big SUV cop car, but as far as I remember, that one has like a lower top speed and worse handling. So yeah, we're gonna continue using this one. Okay. Such bad turning. Holy shit. Oh, man. Once we get those, like, car handling upgrades from doing the general side quests, along with getting our original car back, that is gonna be a very good day. A very good day. Holy shit. Also, I don't need to, like, keep pressing the A button to, like, talk just because, like, it's gonna be the same prompts every time. Okay. There we go. I will say, the nice thing about deciding to, like, move most of my streams to, like, late morning my time is that it definitely helps me get around, like, the possibility that, like, when a stream comes around, I might be feeling too tired or unmotivated to actually do it, you know? Because at least when I do it this way, it's only, like, after waking up a couple hours prior. You know, still early in the day. I'm still getting my energy, especially when it's on a day where I don't have work. So that's not like taking away any of my mental focus or my energy or stamina. You can just kind of go right into this, and hopefully I can still have it in me to like do like solo streams like this for more than 3 hours. You know, something where it's like it's not just entirely dependent on me having like a co-commentator or someone in a Discord call to keep me going, because it definitely helped, like the times I've had Kaboom on for like the games that we've streamed earlier this year. Okay. See, I'm very hopeful this will work out. And using a longer game like Deadly Premonition, especially one where like I'm trying to 100%, and that's like a good...
Hi there.
That might give me like the solution I need for potentially streaming other like long playthroughs in the future. Especially if it's like another goal in mind where I do something similar with the... Something like I did with like the handheld Egavanias, where the idea was to like stream myself playing through these games as like part of a series. but I still need plenty more tools to get like some of those series playthroughs I want to work properly. Mainly 3D Mario and 3D Zelda. Because you bet your ass I still have working copies of Mario 64 and both N64 Zelda games. But with how my setup currently is, I don't have like a decent like S-Video like splitter setup. And Elgato just does not accept the idea of 240p signals over component or RGB, which is ideally what I would want, especially after going to all the trouble of getting an RGB modded N64, and like clearly in the future getting like an RGB to comp converter from RetroTink. Like if I could just get those, along with a new capture card to make it like actually justified, then like that would be so swell. I'd still be able to play those games on this old tube TV the way it was meant to, and still have a way to like stream it out to people to watch.
Hi, Agent York. Do you have a moment or two?
Well, maybe just...
Otherwise, it's like I just have to
Actually,
settle
I've got
for
another favor to
480i at
ask
the
you.
lowest, or like,
We don't
if
have room in
possible,
our
just
storage for
emulating
new shipments that
games
came
to
in
like run at
today.
like
I know you just
480p,
tidied it
like
up,
just line
but
doubling it
I
all.
was wondering if you could help again. Of course, I'll reward
Of course, if
you
I do
again,
that, that means I
but this
can't really
time
like
with our
run it on my
silver card.
CRT to begin with.
How is this different
And
from the last
Elgato already
You get a bigger
automatically
discount on the
de-interlaces
bronze card.
like
That means
480i
even more
content, which
savings.
doesn't really help
See?
240p stuff if
That
you're
sounds like
having
a
to
fair
like
deal.
double that to
What do you
like
think,
480 interlaced.
Thank you, hun. The storage room is this way.
Granted, I've not really tried on my end to see kind of how that ultimately looks on the stream itself. I just know that like taking a proper 240p signal, like what it's originally meant to be like, is like just looks like not right when you line double it, but then proceed to like make it alternate on every other field. You know, like it's not what it was designed for. Oh well. It's technical hurdles to get around. And frankly, I hope that like I can still get to like now that I've got a bit more in the bank, having like stuck to the current job I have, that it might be possible to just maybe not for new hardware, but at least more regularly try and buy some other like retro games that could be like good streaming material, like I did with this one and with Lollipop Chainsaw. Okay. Still, for God's sake, I really want that fucking RetroTink 5X. I wanted the RGB2 comp. I just want to get ODEs for like for the Dreamcast I have, as well as for the systems I still want to get in the future, like a fucking Saturn and a PlayStation 1. And the thing is, I know some people that technically like have a Saturn, like a Japanese Saturn, and an old PlayStation 1 that I may or may not, depending on like I go over there and like check how they are, and especially if the PS1 in particular is the right kind of model, then hopefully it's something that I could possibly like get both of those for cheap just to have on hand, and then like in the future I could then like get ODEs for both, like a Terra Onion for the Saturn and then an X Station for the PS1. Granted, that also means I'm gonna have to get my hands on someone that like is good with soldering to like install the X Station for me. But we'll get there when we get there. I may have a job that I'm able to work and it doesn't like make me feel like I'm killing myself doing it. But it's still not enough money
Good
that
work, Agent
I
York.
can feel like
I
I
knew I could count
justify
on you.
Oh, it
putting
wasn't
down
that
an
difficult.
investment for this
We were
sort of
taught in
stuff.
school that the police are there to help the people. It turns out they were right. Here's your reward then. I'll exchange your bronze card
Okay.
for a silver card. There aren't that many people in this town that have one of those. It's a pretty rare item to have.
So it's a real treasure.
I'll be sure to keep it safe then.
You should use it to buy a gift for that special someone. We'll give you a big discount.
Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to give such a gift to.
Really? Come on. Well, anyway, be sure to come by again.
Uh-huh. Sure. We'll be back, definitely, on another replay. Okay, right now, where is Lily again? There she is. I need to buy some stuff from
Hi
you.
there.
Let's see. Yeah, get some eggs. And then slice of cheddar cheese. Ah. All right, and we can just put these away. I'll admit, I felt dumb initially during my practice runs that it's like, for some of these quests, I bought some of these food items in advance, but I completely blanked on the fact that like the toolbox is technically here in the store, so you can just put them away after you buy them to make room for other stuff you'll pick up in the field. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. I can still press start to skip through these dialogue boxes. It's a lot better, actually. Anyway, some bait. Let's buy 4 batches of this. And last one. Alright, next thing on the agenda. We gotta get the remaining bones, I believe it is. Just driving around, which will invariably lead us to places where we're obviously going to be picking up more agent honors. But let's see, where... Trying to remember if there even was like a bone. Wait, I think there was one there, but we already grabbed it. Yeah, the bones in question generally tend to be, from what I remember, like along these dirt paths, kind of like in between the roads. Yeah, which I already got 2 of them. Alright. So I'm presuming they are still somewhere along like this part of town. Yeah, there's one there, like, if we just, like, go on to where the train tracks are and head west. Yeah, we'll do that first. Yeah, I think I'm starting to remember, because we already got 2 of the bones. And I remember the rest feeling fairly close enough to each other along, like, the southwestern part of town. So yeah, this should be fine. Okay. Still going through my head, just kind of like the things I want to like stream eventually for this channel, but stuff I can't really do yet due to lack of like sufficient hardware. Even outside of the obvious, being like the retro console stuff that like is where it's like designed to output 240p. Like the other bit for me is wishing I had like a good like desktop PC again, so that I could actually stream some of the PC games I have that I feel are otherwise a bit too intensive to run at anything like more than low settings on my current laptop. At least run it at anything higher while still maintaining like the frame rate I want. Because I'll fully admit, at least like in the context of console games, I am admittedly still very used to just playing like these sort of games with like 60 FPS as their max. But PC games though, just because like my laptop already is like as a 120 hertz refresh rate, it's like, why not take advantage of that and just like max that out? It feels prudent not to. So yeah, stuff like Doom, both 2016 and Prey, obviously. And even with some of the other games I have, like I've actually been, I actually reinstalled Prey not too long ago, specifically just to play Moon Crash, because I've played the base game at least over half a dozen times. That part's like not an issue. But I had realized after a while, like I had not actually spent much, if any, time playing the DLC. I didn't buy it when it came out. In fact, I think I only had bought the DLC like within the last year. Just it was on sale for cheap enough that I was like, I might as well get this and save it now for a rainy day. And I guess that rainy day was now, actually, just because like Deathloop came out recently. There's definitely a bit of a jealous feeling on my part that I'm not able to participate with the people that are playing Deathloop currently. Be real fucking nice if I could. But between obviously the PC optimization and the fact that like my laptop specs absolutely, not only do they not meet the recommended specs, I'm pretty sure that some of them still fall short of the minimum specs anyway. So it's like, right, I can't do this. Like, the Doom Eternal was basically the last game I've seen, like, a big published game where, like, the minimum specs is something I was actually able to meet as, like, the maximum. Bit tough, but whatever. Yeah, so 1, 2... forget where's, and 3. Yeah, that's right. 3's over by the tree, which we may or may not be able to actually access. I forgot. Wait, no, I guess. Shit, I'm forgetting. It's like it's the quest for the bones. It's like, is there 6 total or 7? Oh, who cares? You know, I might as well like do all this stuff. Okay. But yeah, Deathloop got me jealous, just like seeing people like enjoy it and just being relieved that it is another like good-looking arcane game. Oh, hey, Gags. Not much else is up, really. Just doing side quest stuff, delaying of a high-priority FBI investigation because Agent York is exactly that kind of asshole. We're trying to pick up some bones that have been scattered for no discernible reason. Just that they might be important later. Then also just kind of lamenting on my current PC woes and the fact that I'm stuck with a laptop and can't even hope to like get a new desktop anytime soon. Really wanting to play Deathloop, but I can't, so I'm settling for just playing Prey Moon Crash in between streams and having a good time. And yeah, Francis Morgiorgan. Wait, I completely... I fucking butchered that entirely. That was like a dyslexic reading of that. Francis York Morgan. Yes. Absolute legend he is. Jesus, man. Okay. There, we got the green tomatoes we need. Let's double check the amount of bones we do have just to be sure. Yeah, we got 4. So there'd be one over there. And then there's another over here that we can't get to because this gate is blocked until we progress far enough into the story. Wait, hold on. I think I recall. Maybe like the... Yeah, because like this bone we can't get, but I'm pretty sure there is still another one that we can get that's supposed to be close to where the lumber mill is. Assuming... Yes. Yes, that last bone. It's over there. Got it. So I'll just... Okay, where am I? Yes, so we will... Get in the car, drive down that dirt path to get the bone, and once we go out, we'll go through Cope's Tunnel eastward, and then turn onto the other dirt path to pick up that bone. And we'll have all 6 out of 7 that we can currently get. This should be good. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Oh. It sucks when you have, like, some of the non-breakable debris still stuck, like, on the front bumper of your car, and it, like, just does repeated contact damage to the integrity of your car. It sucks when that happens. But still, it is so fun to just drive through like this, for real. Picking up all these spare agent honors along the way. Very nice. Oh, and a bunch of red agent honors. Nice.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
We're supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office, but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
Okay. Yeah, the bone itself, I do believe it's something where... Yep, you gotta shoot at the nest, because that's where it is, apparently. How it got up there, no idea. Probably a bird just picked it up and used it as, like, as a foundation. Well, sorry, bird. This is important for the investigation, of which I will not elaborate like why this is part of the investigation. Just that it is. I'm Agent York, damn it.
To the case, but
But man, speaking of all the other stuff I've been talking about, especially when it comes to games that have literally nothing to do with this, because we are just driving around doing menial shit. Man, Prey Moon Crash is so much fun. Like like, I'm generally, like, one of those people that don't really care a lot for roguelites, or roguelikes in general, especially with kind of how, like, that concept of, like, a game that is randomly generated just does not appeal to me as much. Prey, like, takes just enough of, like, those elements to make Moon Crash, and I actually, like, appreciate it for that. There's definitely an addictive quality to it, and the fact that you can adequately still form, like, a basic consistent plan for each run, just because the map layout will never change. The items and enemies certainly will over time, but that's fine, you know? Because part of the fun with Prey, at least, even back in the base game, was having to think outside the box to, like, get around, like, certain environment hazards or specific enemies, especially when you don't have, like, all the possible tools you would want to, just murder them with brutal efficiency. Yeah. I still have to play the game with, like, low graphic settings, though, but hey, that at least gets me close to 120 FPS. I say close because it fluctuates wildly between 60 and 120, but I mean, that's still varying degrees of smooth. Smoother than 30 FPS, smoother than this game's frame rate, that's for fucking sure. But yeah, it got me thinking, again, just with all the stuff I keep putting on the list of games I'd eventually like to stream, especially ones as part of a series. Doing a whole bunch of streams covering, like, the history of Arcane, I think would be a whole lot of fun. Especially just for showing people who might be more modern fans these days, just if only purely for Dishonored, just reminding them of, like, their first efforts by basically doing, like, the real Ultima Underworld 3 with Arx Fatalis, and then just creating, like, the most, like, goofy sword-fighting physics sandbox ever with Dark Messiah. Just watching a Let's Play of that again, and just being delightfully reminded of how absolutely silly the gameplay is in light of how much it tries to be so self-serious about itself in the setting. It's so delightful. But I guess even before that, I still need to get my hands on the PC versions of Dishonored 2 and Death of the Outsider. Because admittedly, with Dishonored 2, I played it, but I only played it on PS4 because that was back during a moment where, like, the PC I had at the time just was not fit to run any games around that time. Now I can, and I've at least played the PC demo just to kind of see how it runs, like, on my current hardware, and it still works. It's clearly more optimized now than it was at launch. Fucking Void Engine. But I mean, like, the game itself is half off anyway, and Death of the Outsider is the same price. So if I were to get both, it would basically be like if I were just paying for a full price game these days. Because outside of that, yeah, I have Prey and Moon Crash, and I have Dishonored 1 with the DLC. I basically got most everything I need, like, up through Prey itself. And obviously, I would still need to get Deathloop. But that won't be well into the future, when PC prices are actually resembling something sane again, and I can actually get the parts I fucking need. That, or just, like, luck into having a sugar mama that will just, like, buy the shit for me. I don't know. It's some wretch lady who takes pity on my poor ass. Anyway, as we're making our way over to the last bone, the thing we'll be doing as soon as we grab that one is do some checkpoint races. Because, this game has to have all manner of side content since it's technically an open world. it wouldn't be one if you didn't have a mission that was all about going through a bunch of checkpoints as like a time attack race. Extra for long distance. Yes, sir. Actually, I'm starting to wonder, maybe I should just stop by the gas station as well. Because, like, I know the... who cares, actually. I think once I do the race at the lumber mill and, like, when I have to go to the other places, I'm pretty sure I'll just stop by the gas station there anyway. It's just I'm so concerned considering that, like, I almost ran out of gas when I was doing those side quests the last stream. Like, gas runs down so fucking fast in this game. At least with the cars when starting out, because I honestly do wonder if, like, there is, like, another quest reward that is, like, it makes more efficient use of your gas. Again, I wouldn't know just because I barely remember seeing much of anything with, like, people actually going through the side quests that this game has. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We got more than enough time. I am not constrained technically by, like, the 3-hour limit I have been, like, on these solo streams. And, like, when doing the checkpoint races, thankfully, like, your gas and durability are set to infinite, which is a relief, but I still have to drive quite a distance. Again, like, all of this is me working towards the eventually being able to fast travel everywhere thanks to the radio, but I don't have that yet. So yeah, we're gonna get some gas. And if Jack happens to be the one that, like, steps out when we get there, we'll get ahead of things and just, like, give him another bribe. Work towards the end of that side quest. Whew. Okay. And left here. Yeah, already 20%. Gas tank in this fucking car is painfully small. Okay. Alright, we're getting close. Come on. Hang in there just a bit longer. Yeah, 15%. Come on, come on. There. Oh, it's just Gina. Fine, whatever. Yeah, give it a good shine. Is all well and good, but the gas was more important. All right, fine. Let's get out of here. Retrace our steps. Head on back down to the lumber mill. Seriously, like, under what logic does the gas just go down so quickly in this? Like, unless this is some bullshit where, like, York's the kind of asshole who just drives the car with, like, running the AC full blast and any other, like, and any other functions in the car that technically still eats into the gas when in use. Wouldn't be surprised if the siren actually causes that as well. But it doesn't really feel like it makes that much of a difference. It still drains like a motherfucker either way. Oh well. Come on. Let's get back to where we need to. Seriously. I should double check. Did I take a wrong turn on a road somewhere? Yes, I did. I'm an idiot. God damn it. Fine, off-road, just to make it short. God damn it! I wasn't trying to go to the community center first. Damn it! Oh god damn it! The fucking fence in the way. Oh god, come on. Kinda as we established even during the last stream, signposting, absolutely dreadful here in Greenvale. Come on, what are they thinking? There, back on the road. We can get back up to the smooth speed of 50 miles per hour. Jesus. And just to double check how close we are to that dirt path, we need to... Wait, no, this isn't even the right... God damn it! Oh, fuck me. I've, like, gone completely past this shit. Fucking hell. Ugh. I love this game for all its jank, but sometimes the jank really does contribute to some unneeded frustration when getting through it. You know? Like not having the option to make your own custom, like, waypoint markers. God damn it, Swery. Ow, fucking... Son of a bitch. Well, that's a whole bunch of gas wasted either way. Right. Now, it's a right turn I need to make here. Fucking Christ. Seriously, fucking get off the road when there's an FBI special agent on here. You dipshits. Ugh. Okay, now let's see. Yes, so that was the bridge I need to cross, and then through there on the left. And we'll be back to the lumber mill. This really is a lot smoother when you just have fast travel as your main go-to. Because not only does it take you to where you need to go, it also does not take any gas from like the car that you would theoretically be using to get there, but also it does not advance time, or at least it doesn't by a whole lot. It doesn't do the thing that other games with fast travel and like and like a in-game clock would normally do, where they would like estimate how long it took to get from place to place, and then just like deduct time accordingly. Okay, now let's get this bone. Another nest we gotta shoot down. And there we go, 6th bone. A skull, rather, but yeah. 6 skeletal remains. Now we can keep heading to the lumber mill. Alright, just keep going through, picking up the agent honors. Plenty of money going into our pocket over time. Like, these blue agent honors may only be $5 a pop, but they are at least like lined up in a way that like just driving through this path is paying off big time. Oh yeah, that's right. That gate, even though it doesn't look like a lot of the other fences, it's still breakable. That's the best part. Okay, but now we're here, actually. Thank fucking God. Yeah. Alright, so the checkpoint race is what we're gonna be going for here at the lumber mill. And once that's done, the way to this trading card will open, and then we'll fish at these 2 spots to get some more cards. Hopefully this still goes smooth. Because you don't see what the what future checkpoints look like past the one you immediately need to go to. But yeah, infinite gas and infinite durability. This is ideal. There we go. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, trying to find your way to the correct checkpoint that is sometimes misleading, all while listening to this song that has, like, this most bootleg-ass, legally distinct, like, American Idiot, like, guitar riff. Yeah, but we should still be able to make it, because the end of the checkpoint races are pretty much always like at the like around the part where like the where the race usually starts, like so. Great. There. So yeah, those big chain fences have been very lazily tilted away to reveal that the path is open now. It's real funny. Not to mention the orange arrow's now pointing us to like where that location is anyway. Because On top of the trading card, once we like enter that circle, it's gonna spawn a whole bunch of agent honors for us because I guess on top of the trading card they needed to give us more money as a good job for doing this dumb race. Oh yeah. Gotta turn right in here, I believe it is. Admittedly, when they show like that flyover view of the cutscene, it's not entirely clear like which side it is that the gates opened. But it's basically supposed to be this. Yeah, let's just get out for now. Save some gas. We can walk around some, it's fine. There we go. A ring of agent honors. And it's the red one, so it's always $30 a piece. Nice. The little musical stings that this game has is just so good every time. Okay. Now to retrace our steps that we drove. And go to those fishing spots. There. Oh wait, is it not supposed to be this one? Oh wait, yeah, because like even though there are fishing spots, not all of them have trading cards. That's right. Yeah, almost got ahead of myself. I knew it was around here though. Yeah, it's the one near the one of the shacks that you could rest up, take a nap in. So just driving back this way.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
Yeah, we
We're
need to
supposed
do some
go through
fishing,
Anna
damn
Graham's
it.
file at the sheriff's office,
Shut up.
but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
All right, rod, bait, let's go. We gotta catch us a Harry Stewart. Okay. And oh fuck. Too soon. Hold on. Try this again. Because I know like the general like area that I need to like hit the button. It's just that it's not like which icon you press the A button on doesn't always mean that it's going to stop the same amount of spots later. It's like it's slightly random. But I think the average is supposed to be like 4 spaces or so. Alright, let's still... We're gonna keep trying this. I know this is definitely like a kind of a hard one to get. But that's why we have all these bait. Like all these worms to work with. Wait, I think this was... Yeah, I was not paying attention to that. A smallmouth bass. Eh, release it. I'm not looking to like keep any fish for right now. I mean, we get some bonus money for that. That's good. Okay. Yeah, it's like a pink present. Then the Emily icon followed by a fish icon. That icon is what we need to land on. Or yellow fish, rather. Oh, fuck. Really screwing this up. It's funny. I feel like even in my practice runs, it was not like you having this much trouble. Ugh. Not in that time. At least this game's generous in that, like, if you successfully catch something, the bait you have is still reusable. That's a relief. It'd be real fucking annoying if it was used up every single time, whether it was a success or not. Really wouldn't like that. Okay, hold on. Wait, that wasn't even the right present icon. God damn it. Oh. A piece of bait. Okay. Yeah, it throws me off because it's like there are 3 present icons for this fishing spot. But the one that has the pink aura is the one I want anyway because that's the trading card. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, actually, I think I should just focus on, like... Once that second yellow present just ends up, like, in the catch indicator, I'll just press it then. Because, outside of some exceptions, it really does feel like it almost consistently stops 4 spaces later. But, like, sometimes it could go farther than that, I feel like. Maybe almost to 5, but who knows. Oh, fuck off. Yeah. Or as little as 3 spaces. God, this is giving me so much more trouble than it did before. What the fuck, game? Come on. At least we get to keep listening to this beautiful music. There we fucking go. There we go. We caught us a Harry Stewart. Oh well. We did lose some bait in the process, but we still got a whole lot to work with. It's fine. Okay, so if I recall correctly, the next one is a June Bridge, which is where I was mistakenly going to originally. You know, right around here. This is the fishing spot in particular. So I gotta go back into town, keep heading east, and then turn south so that we go towards that bridge. Okay. Still real finicky to drive. That like nudging into any of the walls, no matter what, it's just gonna ding your like the durability on your car. Oh, man. Man, I'll be honest, I feel like if I did not do that practice run that I did before starting to stream this, I probably would not be feeling quite as anxious as I am wanting to get that fucking radio already. It would help so much. Like, you would not believe it, man. I mean, yeah, we'd still have to drive all over the place to pick up, like, these trading cards and the bones. But I don't know, like, when it's clear that, like, the routes you have to take are very obviously requiring you to, like, go back in the opposite direction on a road that you just took, it'd be nice to just kind of cut that part out. Save some time. I mean, for fuck's sake, we've already, like, wasted 2 in-game hours just doing all this. Okay. Yeah, so don't turn right here because that leads to the community center. We're still fine on gas. I don't need to stop by the Heaven and Hell station right now. I mean, as painful it is trying to like find your way on the map just because of how it constantly rotates itself and all that. Like, when you really look at the whole thing and drive around it enough, you do start to recall where things are, you know? You can easily like mentally block out like which sections of Greenvale are what, you know? Like, East Side has the police station, the diner, and like other residential houses. West Side has like the milk barn, Panda Bear, junkyard, all that stuff. North to northeast has the hotel and hospital. South like has the lumber mill. Southwest has the forest reserve, and the mansion that belongs to Harry, and then northwest has the art gallery and Becky's house. Oh yeah, and both east and west, like middle of town portions of Greenvale each have their own bar, you know? Like, it's stuff you can get used to, for sure. Alright, but let's get this card. 30 worms to work with, more than enough. Okay. Oh, it's already starting to bite. Oh, fuck off. It was a bit too late. Alright, but that's fine. Yeah, so it's the yellow. There, this should work. Fuck. Okay, so clearly early. It needs to be like after the presence had like passed the catch indicator arrows. We'll get this. Two, 3, 4. Got it. All right. I think that might be the last fishing spot we need to do, like for this chapter anyway. The rest are just us doing the checkpoint races now, which means we'll be heading over to the hospital for that one. That'd be the most convenient to do. Still, making plenty of steady side questing progress. That's good. That is very good. And gas is still going low. That like my paranoia is telling me I should just stop by the gas station again and do that. Oh man. Oh yeah, and I guess while we head back to the station, I'll also stop by the sheriff's department. Just not to go inside, but just to look through one of the windows for like an eavesdrop bonus, in addition to just adding it to the radio list for once we get back to the main game proper. Yeah. Good enough parking. Alright, where's a window we can look into? Ah, yeah. Over there. Actually, hold on. I remembered. It's like we could just nick any one of these fucking, like, cars right here, and it will give us, like, a free tank of gas, essentially. Yeah, we don't even need to, like, make a pit stop at the hospital. I mean, like, at the gas station, I meant. Obviously, we're going to the hospital. We need to, because that's where the next checkpoint race is. Yeah, the tip of my nose is still just so itchy right now. Like, it's certainly, like my nose is acting funny, and it's not in a way where it's, like, anything to do with, like, my sinuses or anything. It's just like, a part of that where, like, something in the air is, like, causing it to get a bit tickled or just irritated that I have to kind of rub at it. Okay. Now to steal one of these cars. Not that one, though. I believe that's the one that I drove here with. There we go. Leave that old brick behind for another equally useless brick. Okay, so we're roughly facing northward. What is the road I need to take? Okay, so left, and then the second right. I mean, I know that, like, there's, like, another checkpoint race literally to my right. But I'm sticking with what the walkthrough has just because we have to go back here anyway on our way back to the gas station, for instance. It is amazing just how much of this side content you can completely get out of the way if you're willing to halt story progress in order to do chapter replays. Which, again, from what I gather, is like a lot of the chapter replay is mainly focused in episode 1. Like for this chapter and for chapter 7, I believe, which is right at the end of the first episode. God. The physics on car handling really does go out the window as soon as you're going downhill. Like your car just automatically starts careening in a direction opposite of where you want to steer, and it is maddening. Oh. We're almost back to the hospital. The place that we are in, we are obviously going to be heading to once we resume the main playthrough anyway. Obviously, George and the rest of the police aren't going to believe me that I've already been there multiple times, despite technically still being new to town and learning my way around it. Don't underestimate the FBI, motherfuckers. Okay, so there it is. And now the race for this section is just a track going all the way around the hospital. Let's go. This is still a pretty fun song, all things considered. I'd say it's fitting enough for like this kind of mission, anyway. Right up through here. These cars are good at like two types of directions, either driving straight or like cutting like 90-degree turns thanks to like a quick tap of the e-brake. It's really hard to do anything that's like in between. And obviously if you hold the e-brake for too long, then you're gonna end up like turning a lot sharper than you mean to. So it's still kind of a crapshoot either way. You're gonna like ram into something and take damage, which fortunately like damage does not apply during these races. So it's good. Yeah, great. Yeah, and that's how we know where to look for the trading card. It's in that bird nest. Okay. Not the nicest parking, but I mean whatever. York automatically tidies it up once you exit anyway. It'd be more funny if he didn't. It'd be fitting with his character and just kind of how much of a oblivious asshole he is. Oh, didn't mean to hit pause. I was wanting to. Yeah, that's like a dead end though, so not going that way. It's funny because of like this game just following the basic idea of RE4's controls along with like how like the camera functions. It's like I'm trying to do the exact same stuff I would do where I would hold down a button and like angle my thumb so that like one of the joints would just nudge at the stick to point in the direction that I want it to. Not a very elegant solution, but it's something. Yeah. I think I need to be closer. Oh, it's from this angle. Oh, duh. Got it. Brian the Insomniac. And then we can open that up. Pick up the Agent Honor. And then retrace our steps so that we can get back to our car, which we left behind the hospital to begin with. It was more practical that way. Still sucks we have to do this much running around. Okay, and now, once we get back to the car, we'll drive back in the direction of the sheriff's department to do our last race, and we are done with those. All 3 of them. Yep, that's exactly how many there are in this game. This game may have plenty of side content, but it's not the obnoxiously huge dearth that you get in so many other big budget open world games. You know? That's one thing I find to be a relief. Oh yeah, although we could, of course, technically do some of those challenges again, but why would you? I don't even know if there technically is like a repeat award for it. If there is, it's probably just more money. I mean, that would make sense. But we got more than enough money as is from all like the trading cards we've been collecting during the last couple of runs. Like, it's fine. Nothing but the tones of a police car siren and investigation music just emitting from these speakers. Not much else you could want. Not much else you could really say about it, other than what it is. The downtime is definitely going to be going away after a certain point once we don't need to keep doing any more of these chapter replays. That'll be nice, because we'll be so equipped with a bunch of other weapons to make the game's like combat sections a joke. Okay, which direction? Like, which left do I need to take? Okay, it's the second left. Okay. And I can already see the card that is being teased if we do it successfully over in the basketball court of this high school. Alright. This I recall being kind of the hardest to know in advance, like which direction these checkpoints are going to be in. Okay, yeah. Like that is the worst. You would think you would put it earlier before the intersection so that you have a chance to react to whether it's a left or right turn. Still doing pretty good so far. I can only imagine how much worse this would be for other people kind of like playing this game for the first time, especially if they somehow decided to have this be their first vehicle race checkpoint mission. Like the lumber mill is fine, but it's funny, like the hospital I feel like might actually be the easiest of the three. Like the environment you're driving around really isn't that huge. Oh, shoot. Other side of the wall. Yeah, fuck her. Okay, let's go. Still a pain to control this thing, but it says a lot that these are all very doable missions even before you get any of like the car handling upgrades from the general. Like, as long as you aren't making one too many wrong turns because you have no idea how to anticipate where the next checkpoint is, you can easily beat these in the time limit. That and learning, like I did, the trick to like make those 90-degree turns a lot easier. You know? Pushing to the left or right with a tap, with just a small tap of the e-brake. That's enough. Fucker. Stop. Stop trying to box me in. But yeah, see, look at that. Look at the time we have left as we made it to the end. Hell yes.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
We're supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office, but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure, kind of like we did at the hospital, we have to go all the way around the back just to even get to the courtyard. To the basketball court, rather. It's real dumb. You know, considering all the named locations in this game that you actually can go into and, like, talk to key people as part of the investigation, it kind of surprised me that, like, there are certain notable places in here, like the bank and this high school, that, like, you don't do anything with. That's the weird part. I could almost imagine there might have been an idea Swery had where maybe you would do investigation at the school, considering this is where Anna had graduated from, like, just months before. There we go, all that age and honor. Ah, yeah, Keith Ingram. Right, now I'm trying to remember, is there like another way out of here? And it kind of loops around. Nope, there isn't. Fuck. Alright, fine. Oh, wait, no, is that... No, that's not another way. God damn it. They really do have this whole place fenced in. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, but that also... Oh, well. Right now, though, we need to get to the gas station, actually. In order to do two things. One is to actually, like, hand over some more money as the next step in our quest to bribe Jack for info. And then the other is one that we can only do if Gina is the one that comes out, which is really dumb and pointless, but it's there. It's still bonus money we're getting if we complete it and do all this shit, so why not? Plus, I could use the extra gas. And it's 1 o'clock. Not my time, obviously, in-game, is what I'm referring to. But once that's done, it's like, next is going to be the kind of the tricky sort of RNG part of doing this completionist run, because so far the weather has been quite nice here in Greenvale, I'd say, you know? Granted, between like the main playthrough of Chapter 2 and this replay we're doing, we've not like gone a whole 24 hours in advance or anything like that. So like the weather here is already set to be like very nice to begin with. But we're gonna need to make time pass, because as you would imagine with a game of this type, there are certain quests and other things that we can only do if it is raining. And I recall during like my practice run, like this game, like it was definitely screwing me out of starting a particular side quest, just trying to get a rainy evening and have it like actually stick. It's real dumb. Anyway, take the money.
Benjamin, my good buddy. Listen up. I got something new to tell ya. I'll tell you another one.
Yeah, I know about that. We'll be getting to that several chapters from now. It's fine. Take the money, asshole. Get out of my face. Oh, well, at least we get reimbursed somewhat with agent honors. But right now, number 33, that's the one you see. Oh, thank God. We don't have to keep backing in and out until we get the person we want. Alright, now for the most useless fucking side quest ever. After we refuel, obviously. But what we need to do is buy 6 car washes in a row. As she does it with her sponge that she is clearly not replacing or cleaning afterwards. So I fail to see how this is actually doing anything.
This makes it your 6th time.
Oh wait, I guess it does
Thank you for
count
being one
the
of
other
our best
times we got a car wash
Today,
earlier in the game.
You get the special service.
All right, that makes it easier. Because after this, we need to go to the graveyard to take a rest. Like, especially when like York is reminding us that we've actually been getting pretty tired. It's a real dumb dance with the bloom playing quite a bit of havoc on this scene. I know it's looking even more glowy on the CRT, but that's just kind of a sacrifice with boosting the contrast and saturation to get it a bit closer to how it would be on this thing. Granted, what I would prefer would be like a way to just like
Come again.
get the
I'll
color
bring you a special
palettes
service
of the
every time
CRT is
from now
outputting
on.
and have those
See ya.
accurately reflected here.
Zach, that was some aggressive car washing. She's crazy. Like a cat in heat.
You may have liked it, but I never want to go through that again.
Honestly, I don't want to either. We're on the same page here, York. And all that for a fucking lollipop. Fucking lame. Alright. Yeah, and an extra $14 just for completing it. Anyway. Let's head down south. Take a rest, and hopefully we can get ourselves a rainy evening. Because we definitely need it for a couple of things. Wait, hold on. I missed the spot. The intersection I was supposed to turn south on. Okay, fine. That's it, though. It's like there's a good reason for like picking the graveyard specifically, because it is one of those places where you can get a food item that infinitely respawns from the same spot as long as you like back away from it, and it's the green tomato specifically. So we're gonna rest up a bit, regain some of our energy, probably lose a lot of our hunger, but we'll be able to easily make it back up again thanks to just shoving our faces with green tomatoes. Come on. And... okay. So yeah, what is it? It's 1309. That's... yeah, that's 110. We could sleep 6 hours and see how that turns out. Hopefully it works, because it's like we just need it to be like, because like the earliest we could possibly get to what we need to is if it's a rainy evening around like 5:30 to 6. But this should be sufficient if we just take a 6-hour rest. Yeah, look at that. Our sleep meter is almost down. Will this work? Nope. No, it is not. Fuck. Alright. Guess we're doing this the hard way. Long sleep. Get us to the next morning. Okay, it is at least raining in the morning. But will it still be 12 hours from now? Please, please do. God damn it. Fine. However fucking long it takes to do this. Yeah, it's 7:11 in the morning. We need it to be 7:11 at night. God damn it, man. Yeah, this is some bad luck. There's no solid way to really manipulate all this to the way you want, I guess. I swear, I just want the rain to persist when I wake up. Yes! Got it! Quick, stuff our faces full of tomatoes before we starve to death. Oh, wait, that's right. I think I forgot to buy another batch of the of cheddar cheese. Why is it not in my inventory? What the fuck? Hold on, I forget. Because it's like most of these stores, that's the thing, they close. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna get rid of this. I can't. No, hold on. Maybe there is a way. I'll double check back at like my in my hotel room. Yeah, because I need to double check. Did I forget a thing that I was supposed to buy from the milk barn at the time? No, I'm pretty sure I did. It has to be something where it's like I accidentally just put it into like the toolbox along with the other food, right? Because we're gonna be doing like something that like requires us to give a specific food item. God damn it! I mean, at least it's still the evening. So much side questing. Whole lot of nothing happening. Especially when we're already, like, approaching 2 hours of this. It's insane. So, I'm not gonna eat the tomatoes, but I will eat 3 more of those lollipops. Good. Okay, run to the car. Check by the milk barn quickly, because I do get the sense that it does close on a rainy day. Which, if it is, I'll go back to my fucking... I'll go back to my hotel room. And from there, I will, check to make sure that I did get the cheddar cheese and I just accidentally put it into my toolbox. It's kind of unfortunate that the toolbox itself isn't available at any of those, like, outdoor rest stops, you know? Like, there's a save phone you can use, assuming that it's not on a chapter replay because saving is disabled. But that would make it so much easier to keep track of this shit, man. Come on. Alright, let's see. Very likely it's closed still. And yeah. Yeah, it's closed. Goddamn rain. Like, so many places in the US will just nope out at the very idea that they get even less than an inch of snow on the ground. Motherfuckers here are just pussies the moment when rain just starts pouring. Admittedly, there is a reason behind why so many of the places still close down when it rains. But it is the sort of thing where, like, it only is that way just because of urban legend shit. But who cares? We're going back to the hotel right now. Okay, stop by our room quickly. Maybe also get a change of clothes, because we have been sleeping for like 2 to 3 days straight. We've not gotten ourselves a change of clothes or anything like that. But once we do, and we find out that the cheddar cheese is indeed in there, and I'm just an idiot that put it away with all the other stuff. Assuming I've not passed by it. Nope, of course I've not. Oh, but at least since it's raining, I could still pick up the flower with no name. Because that is, like, something important. In fact, there's one nearby over here. This will be something, because this is the key. This is what we absolutely will need in order to get the radio. And then all of our troubles when it comes to, like, going around everywhere in this fucking town will be alleviated.
This flower. There's something very mesmerizing about it. I wonder what it's called. I'll take one.
The no name.
Ask someone later.
I mean, it just looks like a... It doesn't look like anything special, obviously, but whatever. This town has its traditions, its customs, its own folklore and urban legends. Clearly the flower is significant to them, just not in a way that New York would understand. Or me. Okay. Back to the hotel. And it's the left turn right here. Nice. And again, because it is downhill, like, regular turning just does not want to work the way you want it to. Goddamn physics. Alright, coming through. Got nothing to say to you, Polly. Need to check my belongings and get out. Oh yeah, a payslip just telling us like what we got. Huh. Oh, I guess our clothes are just fine. Wait, where's my stuff? What the fuck? Oh, it's over there. Toolbox. Oh, thank fucking Christ. Take item out. Yes. Okay, I was an idiot that just put the cheese away in the toolbox when I should have been holding on to it for this very fucking moment. Okay, next stop. Emily's house. Because she should still be there. And we can even pick up a new car. Get a refill on durability. And gas. Okay. There we go. Gonna go over the bridge this way, and then hopefully there will be conveniently placed like left turn to the south that will get me close to where I need to. I don't think that's the one though, but I might as well check. Yeah, that's Keith and Lily's house. Oh wait, I could actually still do something, because since it's raining and it's on the way, There's a well over at that farm that has a trading card you can only get on a rainy day because the water, all the rainwater is going to fill up the well and float the trading card up to the top. Very clever. Stop. Again, it's like it magnetizes it to, like, the left or right of the road. It is stupid. Okay, so to the right or straight? Yeah, it's a right. It's fine, though. We have all evening, and it's still raining. Man, all this hitching as it's trying to load in all this stuff off the disc.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
We're supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office.
The sheriff's office is closed. It's really not important trying to think about that right now. There we go. We got the card for cigarettes. Yeah, look at that. Like, this farm is, like, important, but we can't even go in it, despite having the building being colored red. It's one of those things that reminds you that they probably had a whole lot more planned, but as is the nature of game development, shit just gets cut. Didn't help that, like, that 360 wasn't even their original platform for this. So they weren't really, like, as technically efficient with their resources when trying to convert it over to this. It's still kind of an amazing feat they managed to make this work, though. And the fact that it still runs better than literally every version of the director's cut. You know? There it is. All right. Yeah. It's a side quest at Emily's. But I think before that... Ah, yeah, there's the dresser. We gotta look through here. There we go. That's her trading card. I'm actually starting to think I might have, like, completely missed that during my practice run initially. It's weird, because I thought I had picked it up, but I don't recall. Oh, and she's in a fairly nice dress. Alright. Time for this series of dumb side quests. Ugh.
So, how's the chemistry experiment coming along?
An experiment? I'm doing my best to learn how to cook better, thank you very much.
It's a Japanese game. There always has to be that one character with the most ungodly lethal cooking. And it always has to be the girl.
Taste of this.
Well, I think it came out pretty good. But I want to hear other people.
Oh yeah, with all the time that we spent resting, Morgan's, York's beard has started to come in quite nicely.
She's serious.
I'll admit, I've always been on the side that likes seeing York with a beard. It fits him well.
So?
Fits him more than the clean-shaven look.
Come on, tell me.
It isn't entirely inedible.
What's the best way of saying that then, Zach?
It's fucking raw.
It tastes like a nice try. Emily, no need to get so depressed. This dish just needs one more ingredient. You need a certain fermented dairy product, and this will be perfect.
A dairy product? What?
You really can't tell.
Bring it to you.
Then we can mix it in and I'll...
I mean, York's
Yeah,
not
okay.
helping by trying to
What do you say?
literally describe
Thank you,
it,
York.
the
I
item
won't
in
get my hopes
question
up
with
too high,
anything
but
other
I'll
than
be
its
here.
actual name. But come the fuck on. And the thing is, I know what the outcome of this quest is. You'll be fucking surprised to see that, like, what York thinks this is still somehow not actually what Emily is trying to cook. You'll see. You'll all fucking see.
Emily, the answer is cheese.
Cheese?
Okay.
This does taste good. Like something Thomas made.
I agree it's good, but this isn't in the same league with Thomas's cooking. His cooking is so
Oh,
precise,
man.
so delicate. I'm looking for an example here.
York
like
really is the bad at
listening to classical
sugarcoating,
music
like,
during
constructive
tea time on a
criticism.
holiday afternoon. This, however, is far more wild and running free. The two are opposite poles, really. Making yours, like... Anyway.
She's
both are
like,
edible.
bitch, I am gonna
What's the point of
throw
this?
you out of this house if you utter one more fucking word.
Enough. But how did you know the cheese was the answer?
Oh, here it
I
is.
was looking at the ingredients, and it hit me. Milk, macaroni, flour, butter. You were trying to make macaroni and cheese, right?
Macaroni and cheese? Of course not. It's Italian beef stew.
Zach, have you ever heard of a beef stew with no beef in it? I certainly haven't.
Not
not
me
until today.
either. Like, what the fucking hell, woman? Oh, hey, but at least we get, like, a very tacky piece of clothing out of this.
York, sure, it wasn't perfect, but I'm glad I managed to make something edible. Just a little something to say thank you for your help.
Okay. Now then. Now we can leave. And the final stop before we go back to, like, the main objective of this chapter. We gotta get that fucking radio from George right about now. It's about goddamn time. Fortunately, it's directly south of where we are. That's nice. It's also thankfully signposted by the ominously big red fucking tree next to it. Oof. Yeah, it should be showing up any moment now. Yep. Right there. Wait, what? Isn't? Is he seriously not in here now? What the fuck? Oh, wait, that's right. I gotta wait until it's like 9. Alright, time for a quick smoke. Yeah, that's right, because it's like Emily's... Her side quests are always available when she's home after work on a rainy night. George, we can't even really, talk to at his house until it's past 9. That's just how it is. We'll be back on track soon. It's fine.
George, which do you prefer, mustard or hot sauce?
You didn't come all the way to my house just to ask me that.
Actually, I did, motherfucker. Now give me a goddamn answer.
But I'm interested in you right now.
Interested? Agent Morgan, look, my mother is...
Yeah, now I'm just
It's
imagining.
not urgent. I'd rather we did this
Just
later.
a bit from like
She's very
Snapcube's series of
say,
fandom, specifically the one they did for Marvel Spider-Man on PS4, where just like the running gag with Martin Lee just constantly showing up, and it's just like, "Hey, Peter, I want to ask you a personal question." I'm just imagining York doing that to George constantly.
People always came to me for
It's like,
personal advice.
"Hey, George,
I'm here
What
to
do you
help
want,
if
Agent
let me.
Morgan?
There's no
Asking
need
you a
for that,
personal
Agent Morgan.
fucking question.
You need to...
Abide by the rules, right? Okay, I get it.
Oh, man.
I didn't mean to invade into your private matters.
Also, look at this asshole just waving an American flag from his
George, I just
from his
thought you
house.
could use a friend who wasn't a dumbbell.
Back when I was a kid.
Between this workout regiment, like the names he gives to his fucking workout equipment,
No name.
his attire is
Somewhere
everything.
here in Greenvale.
You
Although I
know
must
he's
admit,
probably
I've
one
never
of those
seen her actually
motherfuckers
grow
out
up.
there who
I
hears
think it
something
would
on a
make my mother
right-wing,
happy
like,
if you could get her that
dumb
flower.
talk, radio talk show, and then hears something
Everyone
so
likes to
upset
receive
that upsets him so much that he agrees with,
You know
that he
all
has
about
to,
that,
like,
Zach.
In any
record a
case,
video
this
of
is a
himself
personal
ranting about it in his car
Make
right
sure
then
it
and
doesn't
there.
interfere with the investigation.
Of course not, George.
George, just by all
I'm going to
appearances,
find that
looks like the
flower
type of motherfucker that the internet would be very quick to cancel, and probably rightfully so. And obviously, that's not even counting the fact that, like, he plays into this plot at a much deeper level, but we'll get there. We'll fucking get there when we do. Alright, here's your fucking flower, now give me the radio.
George, here it is. The nameless flower.
Agent Morgan.
No need to thank me. I did this on my own, during my private hours. Tell your mother I hope she gets well soon.
Yeah, I'll do that. This'll make her feel at least a little better.
I sure hope so. I really do.
And I hope as part of her getting better, you're actually regularly, like, taking her to the hospital when it's necessary.
Emergency police radio. If you're ever in trouble...
You are taking her to the hospital and letting, like, actual medical professionals, like, take care of her, right? Right?
Now, Agent Morgan, don't take this the wrong way.
Whatever.
It's not an emotional thank you gift for helping me with my mother. I'm giving you this so we can do our jobs more smoothly, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Oh, finally. Now then. Oh, yeah, there is still technically one more thing, and it's just the quick pit stop at Swery 65. It's just to get an item that we're not going to be using anything with it for, like, right away, just to hold on to for the right moment. Because it's important for another mini game. Oh man, what a long day. Oh yeah, we could just go in through the back door. Okay, hold on. Almost got stuck there, I feel like, but I solved that real quick. Oh, I accidentally skipped that. Oh, well, whatever. Dart gun. Yes, because darts in this universe are played with guns. Alright, now is there... Yeah, the... Yeah, we got the agent honor. Yeah, now I'll just put the dart gun away. Get some sleep for the next day, and then just head on in. Ah, he's blocking me, asshole. Okay. And I think just for convenience sake, we'll go back to the graveyard because it is fairly close by. I mean, we could warp back to the hotel if we wanted to, but eh. Like, it's fast travel, but it is fast travel with loading times is the main thing. There's a point where, like, using it too much, I feel, can kind of defeat the purpose somewhat, especially if there are still useful locations we can go to that are within, like, short driving distance. So yeah, we'll go there, rest up, stuff our face with more tomatoes, and then warp over to the sheriff's office, get those fucking keys, complete this chapter replay, and do one more, which will thankfully be a lot faster than this one, because we'll only have, like I think that just, like, a couple important quest-related things to do. One of those is the final storage room minigame at the milk barn, which will get us one of the best melee items ever. It is so good and so silly. You love to see it.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
We're supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office, but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
I know, but we need you to get some fucking sleep right now. Oh yeah, I need to... Okay. Yeah, it's 9:12 p.m., so we can just do a full 12 hours. And when we wake up, it will be... The sheriff's department will be open. Unfortunately, like, whatever status we end up at when we complete the chapter replay, the items we get still persist, but like our current health, hunger, sleep values, I'm pretty sure they still revert back to what they were like when we completed it on the first playthrough. So that's nice, I think. There it is, the radio. And that list may look small, but keep in mind that once we get to the next proper chapter, because of all the locations we visited, that is actually going to be a lot larger when we get there. Probably won't be 100% complete as it could be right now, because I think I might have skipped a couple places I could have, like, looked inside to get them listed on the set of locations, but whatever. Just skip all these cutscenes because we've seen these before. The game won't crash if we do this, it's fine. Back down to the cell so we can get that fucking flying squirrel key. Man, it's amazing to think how used to fucking, like, tank controls you can get after a while that, like, those kind of, like, fixed camera angle placements don't bother you when it switches to them. It's almost like it's a valid control scheme, it just takes some learning, which is something that could be said for a lot of things in video games. In fact, all it really does to remind me is that I do need to just do, like, I need to actually take the time to just get a hold of, like, the Japanese version of RE4 and play through that, if only for the sections where you're playing as Ashley, because they have, like, the actual, like, custom camera placements to more evoke the feel of classic Resident Evil.
You found the key.
Okay. Yep, skip all that. Yeah, total clear time. Jeez. Yeah. 2 hours, 20 minutes. That is about accurate. Things will definitely be going a lot faster from here on out, now that we actually have a fast travel option. But yeah, I think with this, with like replaying this chapter again to do the last couple things we need, could do that, and then the next chapter, and I think
These puppies
I
are making me
like
go
I
to
would be
another
content
town
with
in
that
the
as far as
boondocks.
progress. You know? That or maybe the one after, because like these chapters are broken up into like very short chunks when you really break them down. Okay, but right now,
So we have King George to thank for preparing a car for me.
unfortunately though, because of this being another chapter replay, the locations that we get listed on our radio to warp to have been reset. But that's fine. Again, like, that detail won't be carried over once we actually resume Chapter 2 again, like, proper. Not Chapter 2, Chapter 3, I meant. God, Yeah, because this is Chapter 2. That's what this is. Back to a beautiful sunny day in Greenvale. Okay. For some reason, I didn't realize I had actually let my my finger off of the accelerator. That was bizarre. Oh well. I think the next left will be will take us back into town and like close to where the milk barn is. Actually, double checking just to be sure. Yeah, okay, it's through that tunnel. That's right, I remember now. Don't worry, by the end of this stream, I will have like sufficiently memorized where everything is in this fucking town and how to get there. Yeah, it'll be nice to make this much progress in like more than 3 hours this time, maybe close to 4. And once that's done, I can take a bit of a break, do some stuff in my free time. Mostly just to play more Prey Moon Crash, because I've definitely gone deep enough in it that I'm absolutely trying to get it done as much as I can. And who knows, I may even like do a second playthrough of it immediately after, because I've definitely been learning some things that, like, if I had known about it sooner, like the early parts of it would actually go a whole lot better. But I guess that's like the great thing about Prey in general, be it like the base game or Moon Crash. It's like, it really is just one of the best games I can think of in recent memory that do a lot to just give you solid incentives to replay it. If only, like, not for, like, any obvious, like, dangling carrot on a string sort of thing, like different endings or, like, quest lines or whatever. It's just like, no, sometimes you just want to go back through it again to see, like, how you can sequence break things, or how much, like, your preparedness can actually, like, speed up things that took you a whole lot longer before. It is such an amazingly systemically complex game and intricate that it's so fun to break down. I love it.
Agent York, just the person I wanted to see.
Oh, really?
Oh,
It's in our
really?
storage room again. Hun, it's a mess. But this time, the mess was caused by Keith.
Figures.
Is there any way I could get you to do another favor for me?
Let's get one thing straight, Lily. Just for the record, I didn't come here to organize your storage room. I came to solve a
Technically,
murder
I
case.
did. But that's
I understand
besides
the
the
difference.
point.
Yes, of course. But still, you're a hero who can't ignore civilians in trouble, right?
I'm just an FBI agent.
He is right.
Makes you a hero.
FBI agents are not superheroes.
Please, this
And it
is
would
the
be
last
especially
time.
more of, like,
Help me out.
more accurate if he was somehow just a regular cop. Because yes,
Related to
no
the
cop is a
investigation?
superhero. Cops are bastards. All cops are bastards. This is known.
Zach, she's a tough negotiator.
FBI agents, I
Except
feel
comes
like,
from
are kind
the
of the
way her
same by
husband
extension,
defends.
but it's a bit more, you know, like it's a bit slightly different, but still cut from the same cloth.
Thank you, hun. The storage room is this way.
All right. Part-time job 3. Okay, then. Start with the middle crate. Move it right. Move down. Okay. That one is move to the left. Now I need to go all the way around to push it up from the bottom. Push it up 2 squares and then all the way to the left. Yeah, I could definitely see how these sort of like block sliding puzzles might be a bit tricky for some, but it's like in the grand scheme of games that like would have this more as like a common thing, you know, it's not too hard to figure out after a while. This is obviously like the most complex of them all, clearly. Okay, now push it down, then to the right, 2 spaces, and then up 1. But the reward from this is going to be very much worth it. You'll see.
Agent York, thank you for this. Here's your reward. The key.
And what does this key open?
It's the key to the closet in our garage.
This is the most insane reward,
It's
honestly.
really valuable to Keith. He says it's the most important thing.
Like she said at the start, the storage room became a mess again, and this time it was Keith's fault.
There are lots of other things in there too.
Her idea,
Help yourself.
I guess, as punishment for this is to give, like, the key to a closet with her husband's prized belongings and just gives it to some random fuck stranger.
Only you would be able to get me to clean up that storage room 3 times. But it's a good thing. Helping people out.
Gosh,
feels
she's a
good
crafty
after all.
bitch, I tell you what.
FBI special agents are all living and breathing heroes. Right, Zach?
No,
Thank you,
no,
Agent
you
York.
guys are
Don't
not.
let this stop you from coming by, will you? Keith and I both enjoy your company.
Don't worry about that, Lily. I'll be back.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna head over to Keith's house right now. Which, along the way, the gas station is there, so we'll go and, like, bribe Jack again for a third time. Okay, then. And hopefully the game is generous enough to just have Jack come out right away. Nope. Go away, woman. Info gathering bonus. I didn't even ask for anything. There. Yeah, keep bleeding me dry. I got more than enough money to keep to keep myself afloat, you asshole.
I got a good one for you today. Don't go round spreading this one. I'll tell you another one when I see you again.
I forget, was there? No, there was... No, it's just the ring of agent honors are simply around this circle. Got it. Okay. Now to go steal Keith's prized possession. Which is actually the best melee weapon of the game. At least as far as I remember. It's definitely better than the infinite wrench. And that's already like a high bar to clear because it's a wrench that does not degrade every time you hit stuff with it. Like, how could there be anything better? Well, you'll see. Yeah.
So this is Keith's most important possession. Second only to his family.
Makes sense.
Makes sense, I guess.
Dude's a rocker.
Approach, huh? Looks like quite a sturdy instrument. I hope Keith won't mind me using this in a more violent way.
Hell yeah. Legendary guitar Grikach, which is actually a replica. That's important to note, because you get the trading card for it, and it describes it that it is technically a replica, but Keith doesn't know any better. And that's it. We can now finally get back to the main plot. Spend the last, like, hour and a half approximately just going through the next chapter. And that's probably going to be it. Just because, again, because not only was I doing practice runs of, like, this first episode just to get a sense for how feasible or, like, how much energy I would have to, like, try and do all this side quest stuff while sitting for, like, 3 to 4 hours straight. The thing when I was doing that was that I was actually skipping all the cutscenes. Just because it was like, I know I'm going to watch these for when for when I do the stream anyway, so I might as well save that for then. Because it's not interactive anyway, it's cutscenes. The more I can spend time on a stream actively playing something as opposed to watching, it's generally the better I feel like it will be for me. Unless, of course, it is a whole lot of watching stuff, but, like, if the content is very good and kind of worth experiencing firsthand. Because I've already got, like, another stream idea already lined up as far as, like, games to play when I'm done with Deadly Premonition. And One of those is another game that I just got like added to like the hard drive on my modded Wii. And that is Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. Because yes, that show did get a that show did end up getting like a video game adaptation that is like based on like the general framework of how Ace Attorney plays. You know? But with like the stuff in between the interactive bits, basically like from what I saw just doing a test run of like the first case, it pretty much is just like a slightly more interactive version of a Harvey Birdman episode. Like you have all the jokes and you just got moments in it where like you get to make a dialogue choice and it gets you and each choice just leads to a different joke and it still all flows together. So after doing that first case, I was like, okay, I know there are 5 of these, like, on this game. I'm probably going to just, like, save an entire single-sitting playthrough of this for stream. Because it deserves it. Like, I had a blast watching all of Harvey Birdman, like, a couple weeks ago. That I've still been having that itch of being like, man, I want more Harvey Birdman, but I've gone through literally everything there is of it. You know? The only thing I have left that's remotely close is other William Street shows of the era. I mean, I'm already halfway through CLAT, technically. I finished the first 2 seasons, but I'm slightly dreading jumping right into the 3rd one, if only because I know Murphy's no longer going to be in it. Because Harry Gause had, like, passed away at that point. Okay, well, whatever. We'll get there when we get there. That'll be like a fun reprieve kind of stream playthrough after this very long trek that we're going to be going through in Deadly Premonition. And once that's done, just kind of a variety of what other stuff I can think of leading up to the middle of November when I inevitably do Amps 3. That one won't be like a completionist playthrough though. I've already done that once in my off time and it was kind of boring enough as is. But yeah, I've got some ideas.
Previously,
you know,
during the investigation,
got Harvey Birdman.
These puppies are making...
Got like some other like weird PS2B games I could hopefully find time for. Some old PC games I kind of want to get to streaming at some point because it has been... It really does blow my mind that like outside of emulating stuff, the only PC thing that I have like played on stream was like Escape from Butcher Bay, the original PC release.
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road.
George, we better...
So yeah, I wouldn't mind playing that again. That and maybe Extraction Point. I imagine that like if I get around to those, it'll still be like near the end of October anyway.
But drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
Fuck you,
George,
watch
what
me.
Are you his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack.
Oh man, and it's already starting to rain as soon as we got inside.
Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure, sounds good.
Sounds good. Technically, I could actually get out of here, and then just go into, and just have them go to the hospital on their own while I stop by the gas station to do the final bribe. But I think, contrary to what like the walkthrough had shown me to do, I'm probably gonna just wait until the until Chapter 7. When that's the other moment of this game where we'll be doing a lot of chapter replays. But I think I'll save it for then, just because I want to get some driving conversations here.
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on very well with women, you might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar. It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
I mean, to be fair, which scar are we talking about?
Emily, tell me,
The one below the eyes or the
is there
ones like
really
through the
need
head?
for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
You're too fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first and foremost. Now, that's what I consider to be my duty as the sheriff of Greenvale.
Back there he is, the monarch.
The monarch in all his glory.
Kind of makes me glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something, Agent Morgan?
No, nothing, George. I was just reflecting on a little history.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay, which right now is driving.
Oh, man. I'm glad I decided to deviate a little from, like, what I did in the practice run just to let that play. Just the dynamic they have this early on with how, like, just abrasive feeling, like, York's entire presence is and, like, his perspective just rubbing George the wrong way. And, by extension, Emily. You know, not as much as it is for George, but it is still, like, apparent to her that, like, yeah, this dude's kind of a dick. There we go. Now then, let's get these autopsy results. Yeah, I think with all the cutscenes we got going on, like, Chapter 3 is once we get to the end of that, that's absolutely going to be where I end the stream.
Pretty big hospital.
I'm definitely feeling like, as time has gone on, the idea of sitting and playing for about 4 hours straight, I think, is something that's more doable now, with or without other people.
Imagine now, though, isn't it?
My mother always talked about how energetic this town used to be. Almost like a gold rush, she used to say.
Impressive.
But the hotter the fever, the faster it cools. And so now there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens. Beyond your understanding, I'm sure.
I don't know, in my perspective, I think I would be more than glad to have, like, a town that, like, has
That's why this case is
dwindled in terms of population size, just so I don't have as many people to, like, run into. You know, short of just having my own private home, like, in the middle of nowhere with still good internet connection, this would probably be, like, the second place, type of place I would want to go to as, like, my, as a place to establish roots. City and urban areas was fun enough during college and all that, but it definitely burned me the fuck out on life.
Hi there, Fiona.
God, to think I am so close to the end of my 20s. Like, I'm turning 28 in less than a month. And already I fucking feel like I have gone so past that.
In a hospital?
Just
Nice to meet you.
where I
Mr.
was and
Wright.
who I was, like,
The
when
computer room is
when I
where
was
our
about to
employees
turn
share
20
computers.
versus where I am now, like, a couple years away from 30 feels like completely different
How'd you
people.
know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne. Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
Liar's House.
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery.
This whole thing, I'm
Set
pretty
in the
sure, if I
US,
remember
a small
correctly, I
traditional
think it
North
was
American
described to me
town
as
close to
being
the Canadian border.
very Twin Peaks.
Peaceful, traditional place.
Like, just
However,
the, like,
that
this whole bit of
peaceful
the,
town
of, like,
shattered by a terrible crime.
the main plot is about
Murder
trying to
of a
solve a
little
murder
girl,
mystery, and a
that
character is
incident
reading,
was
like, a
the
mystery
saddest
novel that is
everyone
about a
told.
murder. Like, some dumb meta layer to this whole bullshit.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
Alright, so... I forget which direction we need to go. Okay, yeah, it's to the left. Oh yeah, duh, because, like, there's the waypoint arrow. We'll do all this shit, get into the other world, kill some weird zombie phantoms, and then be done.
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
You seen
There's
these
a message on the
posters?
computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
Of course I can, especially since I have a walkthrough that spells it out even more plainly. So king, rook, bishop, knight, pawn, queen. Checkmate, bitch. York, again, please stop smiling, for fuck's sake.
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple.
Oh, boy.
Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
This song is so good. It is the perfect song for getting you into the mood of solving crime. Let's fucking go. Okay, hopefully I'm not getting lost already because they take away the mini-map. Okay, no, good. It's just to the right. There we go. And here we are, ready to meet the doctor himself. Dr. Usha. Not at all meant to remind you of actual real-life rapper Usher.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Yep, not at all meant to evoke anything similar.
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Agent York, motherfucker.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usha Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Always flashing his badge the exact same way.
Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
So yes.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Just Emily just peeking out behind York like, oh god, and then just
Next time,
going
try
back
challenging
off,
us without
off frame.
obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
Boy, ain't that the truth. Look, I get this is a small town and you're effectively the only main doctor here, but you can't just, like, pull this kind of bullshit.
Death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place.
Also still very hilarious that they keep fucking referring to time in this town, like, through military time.
Cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was
Yes, a right hand. You all have one.
Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I first thought death by suffocation due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion. The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds about
a
right.
knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance. The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
The perpetrator cut out Anna's tongue.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her. Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning.
Usha, you're starting to, like, creep into York's territory of, like, profiling and assuming what a killer's motives are. This is not your job as a forensics expert. Just stop.
Either that
Stop.
Or a truly hardcore sadist. He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back. Now, he watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. A case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling
That
is my
music sing is basically the equivalent of a record scratch for just York to go, dude, please,
You're wrong,
shut the
Paul.
fuck up. Let me do my
Anna
job.
died
I'm the
fully,
expert here.
deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon.
Okay,
George,
that
would
part
you mind
definitely
if I
has
examined
nothing to
myself?
do, like,
What more do you
explicitly
hope to
with, like,
find?
what happened here. More a coincidence, if anything.
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Okay. Alright, let's look at this. Yep, yes it is. Neatly wearing fake fingernails. Beautiful blonde hair that looks incredibly fake. Evaporated liquid around the eyes. So clearly crying. And the indentation from an object held in her right hand. A very familiar symbol that we'll know very soon. Ah, yes, and the tongue was removed. All right, York, give us your analysis.
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining. But you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere.
Yeah, makes sense.
She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Asha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women.
One of those
But I don't
open-ended
see what that
questions
has to
that
do
I
with
feel is really designed to, like,
George, the
confuse
perpetrator
people
is
into
just like you.
answering in a certain way that could may or may not incriminate them for their particular views.
He's a passionate kisser.
Like, passionate about what? Your hobbies? About love? About life? About what?
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
I mean, wouldn't the whole point of like, if it was removed by someone biting it, wouldn't that still leave some amount of dental print? Oh, fucking who cares? This is the coolest part of the entire cutscene, though.
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
Yeah. It's the part of the story where you see it and it just makes you realize that, yeah, this runs a whole lot deeper than just being a simple, like, homicide in a small town. It gives more context to why York himself was the one that gets sent out to these places.
There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret.
Also, just like the idea that he
George,
is constantly
Emily,
carrying
you should
around
be
those red seed
No need to
samples
stay here
everywhere
any
he goes.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here. Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
All right. Well, and now after, like, so many hours recorded for this this stream playthrough thus far, we're finally back to the fucking, like, horror sections of the game. You know, in case you forgot that this game was technically supposed to be a survival horror game. Granted, a horror game that at the time, like, when they started development, they didn't want it to have combat initially. But it does. That's just how it is.
Zach, they're here.
Okay. I've also not made a hard save in a while. Like, not like, I think since... Well, yeah, well, admittedly, like, the, most of the stream had been doing chapter replays in which you can't make, like, a mid-chapter save anyway. But yeah, it sure feels like forever since we've done this. But that's fine. Because now, we are ready. We got our trusty guitar in hand. We are ready to take on the world. Okay, nothing there. Oh yeah, the auto bullets. I guess that would be... And we'll just put them in the toolbox for now, because it's not a couple chapters for now until we actually get the submachine gun. And even then, once we do get that, it'll be a couple chapters later that we get the infinite version. Alright. And look at that, one hit kill. Beautiful. And this is another reason for me to be glad that I did a practice run of like these first several chapters, because it took me a while to like get the proper rhythm for how and when I should be swinging this guitar to hit these enemies so that they don't hit me in return. You basically have to be moving forward and then like a few steps in advance press A so that as you go forward you get past the wind up and then it will actually connect with a pretty wide hitbox. God, just look at us carrying this fucking thing around. It's great. Oh, no. There we go. Saved it. Oh shit, I did not know that one was behind me. Oh fuck. There. Jeez. Okay. Alright, just double checking the map to make sure. Yeah, that's blocked off, obviously. That's a dead end as well. Oh, glad I caught you. There. Alright. So far, so good, even if I did get hit the one time. But at least in my defense, it was clearly someone that came up from behind. I wasn't really able to see it, because I didn't quite hear him. I thought it was only the one, as opposed to two of them. Yeah, this is certainly creepy. Literally something under the sheets that's moving, but you can't make out what it is. There we go. Got the card key. Okay, anyone else? No. Yeah, get some coffee. Hold on for that when I'm actually tired. Okay. Nice! Double kill! Oh. I like that detail that there's still some physics on the gurney so that, like, when you swing at them or just nudge them, it act... Oh, wait, no. I guess it's just the melee swing that makes it actually move. That's a nice touch. Okay. We're just right tearing a path through this entire hospital. Nothing can stop us in the power of a good old-fashioned rock and roll. Oh yeah, you want to get that first aid kit. Hold on to it for when you really need it. Okay. Got him. There we go. Glad they don't respawn.
Here! Over here!
Amazing how that's actually voiced, but there's no subtitles for it. Even though it's clearly audible what she's saying. Oh, fuck. Second hit of the level. Whack. Fucker. That's okay. I'm still doing pretty good. I don't even need to spend a med kit yet. Yeah, add that to the amount I have. Make up for the couple packs I had to smoke. Yeah, why not? All right. More agent honors. Okay, clearly I'm gonna need another key card, which should be in here. Okay. It's good to hold on to all these because the next combat level that we'll be going through is definitely more involved than this. It'll certainly take a while. It'll pretty much be the focus, I'm pretty sure, of the stream on Saturday. And there we go. Another key card that is most certainly, like, not at all useless because of, like, the magnetic strip possibly getting, like, nullified by being inside the CAT scan machine. Like, no, that'd be ridiculous. Okay, but I think with how quickly we've been rushing through this, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do the next chapter, which has us actually investigating the crime scene at the Tree of Anna. Now this one can go quite poorly because of the enemies it introduces here. Fucking shotgun assholes. Great. Alright, it's no problem. They'll still go down in one hit thanks to my trusty guitar. That's what's important.
Huh?
Yeah, and get the shotgun shells as well. Now, the last one I think is still far enough away that I could go over and pick this up. Get the third medium first aid kit. Now, can I get what's at the bench over there in time? Yes, got it. Okay, cool. Because when you kill all three enemies here, like, after a few seconds, it absolutely, like, fades to white. Because everyone's dead. Just want to make sure you get everything before returning to the real world.
Agent Morgan, if you're so desperate, then why not smoke two at once?
Oh, I will. I'll smack it in. I'll smoke an entire pack at once. Also, it is beyond rude, and I'm pretty sure, like, against the law to be actually smoking inside a hospital. Regardless of size of town or, like, where it's located or what have you. It's, no, you fucking don't, man.
That's Harry. Harry Stewart. One of the bigger problems around here. His father started up the lumber trade and founded this town. Always dressed like that, never speaking to the townsfolk. And just FYI, he owns almost the entire town. Not that that makes any difference. So long as I'm around, he won't be getting away with any funny business.
And here he is. The mysterious capitalist. I can see why he'd be so distrustful. I would too. He's a mysterious capitalist. He could be involved in all kinds of evil exploitative shit.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, haste won't lead you to what you seek. Keep your eyes focused on your footing as we speak. So says Mr. Stewart.
Oh, man. Michael's lip syncing is the most exaggerated that this game has.
How did you know my name?
Like, a lot of the lip syncing in this game generally does not conform to the kind of lip flaps you would expect to accurately reflect what they're saying. But his just does not give a fuck at all.
Just as you desire information too. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have to answer to the law.
I'm pretty sure he's just saying
Francis York Morgan,
whatever the fuck he wants, and Michael is making it up as he goes along.
to our disdain, unpreventable. So sad. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning.
Then we shall depart, Mr. Francis York Morgan.
Just York, please. That's what he keeps telling everyone else to call him. It's already bad enough he has to deal with the dude that, like, antagonistically keeps calling him Agent Morgan.
That's how he always is. Always spouting that nonsense. Don't give it any thought. It's all gibberish.
Emily here. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, thank you, Thomas. Agent York, we've contacted the first witnesses to the crime scene. You can interview them where they found the dead body.
Excellent. I was just about to ask if you could take me there.
Yeah, alright, we could do that. We still got some time. I got some energy. We can make this work. 9,600. We're getting close again to that 10K. So much money to work with. We don't, like, almost nothing is out of our reach money-wise. And this is another bit where I would probably, like, in any other playthrough, I would have just, like, done a fast travel to where you're supposed to go. But I'm gonna drive the whole way there just to milk some more conversations between the three of these people.
The body was found in the Greenvale Forest Park. That's west from here. Too far to walk.
A forest park?
It's the pride of the town. It has a beautiful trail leading to a viewing site over Velvet Falls.
That does sound fantastic. Show me the sights.
That may have to wait. We promised to be there by 1800 to interview the first witnesses to the crime scene.
Well, we'll have more than enough time to get there. A little over an hour, but that's fine. Besides, I'm pretty sure that, like, after the next horror level we go through, it's already gonna, like, have us, like, it's gonna advance time far enough to be, like,
Are you really upset about me taking
to, like, 9 p.m.
I have the authority approved by the FBI to assume command. I understand you don't like it, but you will follow my orders.
I'm not disputing FBI authority, but this is our town. You won't get far alone, and you gain nothing by antagonizing me.
It's part of my personality. I just do things my way. I can take you off the case if you wish.
Stop it, you two. We need to solve this case, not bicker among ourselves.
He's just smiling, like, yeah, I'm still right in the end. Oh, York, you are such a magnificent dick. Okay, to the forest park. Oof. Sorry about that. Seriously, the handling on this is just terrible. Like, this is the shit you people have to deal with day to day as police officers? Like, holy fuck.
Anna's body was discovered by woodsman Jim Green, along with his two grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
What were they doing in the forest?
Just their daily routine. They found Anna's body during a morning walk.
So you've talked to them already?
Not officially. Not yet.
Not yet. Are you out of your mind? You haven't interviewed them yet?
Agent York, that tone is hardly appropriate. We were given orders to wait for you to arrive.
Orders by who?
A man called Abrams from the FBI.
Oh, yeah.
Robert, is it? Well, Bob Abrams. Did tell him to stay out of it. It's always tough to have a meddling boss, huh, Zach?
I thought you knew, Agent Morgan. Don't worry about it. We may not have taken official statements, but we got all the information we need. I can fill you in right now if you'd like.
Thanks, George, but that won't be necessary. I want to hear the details from the witnesses themselves, firsthand.
I just can't believe that the children had to witness the crime scene. They may be traumatized. You'd better do this carefully.
Don't tell me you get nervous talking to children, Emily.
Not at all. That's not what I meant.
I mean, I do.
What did you mean?
Just forget it.
But I like that conversation. I completely forgot it's there and that it is the sort of thing where it's like, it's straight up acknowledged, like, I feel like that's the only time you actually get like a name drop as to who York's superiors are at the FBI. Like fucking Robert Abrams being his boss, and just like that basically explains exactly, you know, how the FBI got wind of this, how they told them to not do any further investigation until they sent like one of their key agents over there. Like that's good extra detail that is like obviously like the main story. If you were to just beeline everything, it wouldn't be as necessary to listen to, but like that's a good reward for like delving in further, kind of like with some of the side quests. Okay, now I just need to make sure I'm still... Yeah, so if I were to take that route... Okay. Yeah, I can take this left here. And then another right and go through the tunnel. This'll work. Hopefully you got more conversations to keep me company, guys. Alright, we'll keep going.
Agent Morgan, how much longer do you want to keep talking? Maybe we should cut the chit-chat and go get our official statements.
George is right. Let's head over to the forest park.
What do you think I'm doing, you assholes? Man, for how long of like a actual drive this is if you were to go through it, why couldn't they have just, like, I don't know, like recorded more than one conversation for them? I feel like that would have helped a lot. But it seems like for like each of like these chapters where you have to drive with them, there's only one major conversation of note you can trigger, and then that's it. Kind of frustrating. It's the sort of thing where I do very much wish that the game had the decency to be like, when you've exhausted all current conversation options, they should just like remove that A button prompt entirely. Just so you don't get your hopes up if it's been long enough that you can be like, oh cool, new conversation. Oh, they don't have anything new. Fuck. And we may be running low on gas, but fortunately, once we get to like the next chapter, you're gonna have no choice but to drive no matter what. Like, you can't get out and fast travel if you want. So that's actually, as a result of that, they make sure that your gas and durability are at infinite status. But yeah, just look at that. We got more than enough time to make it there before 6 o'clock. See, look at that. Even with all like the side questing that we were doing for like the first half of this stream, we're making progress. We're getting places. It's all good. I feel like if I'm lucky and like this pace works out well, I will probably be able to finish this game halfway through October, if not before. Okay. Better get something to eat soon. Don't worry, we will. We absolutely will. And we made it. Now to proceed with the investigation.
Is this government land?
No, it's private. owned by Harry.
This whole area?
That's right. I'm sure I mentioned that he owns pretty much the whole town.
Yeah, that's
He
capitalists
used
for
the money
you.
left by his father to buy up most of the town. Many town residents live on his land.
Zach, did you hear that? This entire park. A rich man's personal playground. These country rich folk are amazing. It all looks very well kept, too.
Okay, then. And it's funny, too, like, you actually get different cutscenes in this instance. Like, if you choose to show up on your own time, they basically lambast you for being
And
late.
you are Jim Green?
That I am, son. I keep these woods.
Yeah, he does look like a Jim Green. He's the kind of person that I would visualize if I ever heard, like, a country folk name like Jim
And these
fucking
two discovered the
Green.
body.
Yes, my grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
Creepy twins. And they're so worried about the possibility that these kids may be traumatized. Fucking as if. Come on.
Just like in my dream. We gotta keep an eye on these two.
I'm sorry. Could we talk away from the boys? I want to help your investigation, but I don't want them to hear this.
Very well. Emily, please.
I'll just take them over there then.
Thank you.
Hold on. Don't do anything without asking me. These children were the first to witness the crime scene. I want to talk to them.
Come on, they're just kids. They have no idea what really happened to us.
That doesn't matter. You agree with me, right, Zach?
How heartless. Do you ever think of other people's feelings, ever?
Emily's right.
You're still talking about all this in the earshot of them. You would think they're paying attention, but no, they're not. They're just a bunch of weirdos.
They may have seen
You keep treating them like they're regular kids, but they're not. They're fucking not.
We could at least chat with them and see if they want to make a statement.
Are you serious?
I never joke about matters like this.
Oh my god.
That smile is not helping your case, York. Come on.
They aren't as fragile as you think. Look at them, standing so upright.
Also, they're not standing, they're sitting.
Now then, Isaac, Isaiah, tell me, what did you find here?
Anna, she was so pretty. She had a red dress on. Her hair was shining. Bright gold hair. There were lots of animals around her. Squirrels, weasels, and a snake. A real snake. We didn't know until then. But we know now. Anna was the fairy of the forest. She was a goddess. She smiled when she saw us. She looked so happy.
That's right, Isaac. Isaiah. She was a fairy. A goddess. I'm sure she is playing with those animals even now.
Of course she is.
Yeah, of course.
Most
There you
useful
go.
information, boys. Well, Emily, you can take them now.
Okay, now for the investigation.
Okay, Zach. This is where Anna's body was. And that means our unsub, our unknown subject, was here too.
So I'm thinking I now have an idea for like where like my stopping point for today's stream is actually going to be, and I think that's going to be like early on during the next chapter when we get to like a hard save point, because we'll be like what'll follow after that is a whole lot of like of a horror level.
Anna. Ow! Crap! Jeez! I hate this. Why did it come to this?
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Well, yeah, you hadn't looked for any yet. Not at this location. Yeah, first one. It does get a bit tedious, like, starting the profiling sequence at, like, every single time you get a piece of new evidence. But it's still kind of necessary to do, I feel, if only because I think you still get bonus money for going through it this way, like, for each piece of evidence. Like, if you just pick up the evidence, I don't think it really counts unless you immediately, like, use it as part of your profiling. Yeah, because it says extra for profiling. Yeah. Okay, let's shoot this. There we go. The trading card itself, like this card in particular, it's not part of the investigation. It's just there. Yeah. But we're almost there to a pretty alright stopping point. Still crazy to think about that with the idea of, like, kind of doing this sort of 100% playthrough where you're getting, like, most of all the side contents done as soon as you can, that, like, so much of the stuff you do is entirely focused around episode 1. And that's just because of the chapter replays alone taking up so much time. Granted, I'm pretty sure that there's still, like, quite a bit of, like, stuff that'll take up time during the main playthroughs of, like, late game chapters. But whatever.
Anna. Ow! Crap! Jeez! I hate this. Why did it come to this?
Alright, now to just get that last piece of evidence. Oh yeah, but also I think, yeah, we can get some more food items that are a bit necessary. Ah. I should probably still, like, check my hunger gauge. Oh yeah, it is getting low. Yeah. I'll just eat these tomatoes. And then get these food items to replace it, because this is the can of pickles. There. Now to get that last piece of evidence and be done with this very short chapter. Yeah, a lot of these chapters in episode 1 are basically as long or short as you want them to be, depending on how much you want to spend on doing side quest material in between. Honestly, I feel kind of, like, excited just for the idea of, like, once I have this 100% playthrough done, being able to go back through this on my own time, but just in chapter replay, and have all the bonus items I got, just to focus on seeing the story again, or showing it off to people who I think might be interested.
These holes on the ground were made by high stiletto heels all around here. And this depression. Here? Agent Morgan? I see what happened here. He hung her from the tree and put on her shoes. He was really enjoying it. Sicko.
Man. You know what's funny? I know that, like, the director's cut and, like, all its subsequent re-releases of that are, like, more and more jank compared to the rest. But the thing that I feel was always bad no matter what is that while people highlighted that the audio balance was so out of whack, it's really not that much better here.
Hollywood producer.
Like, the dialogue volume, like, not just on characters, but, like, on a per-line basis is so goddamn inconsistent. Like, not even other, like, more polished games out there that still have, like, audio balance issues fuck it up this bad.
An idea being interesting doesn't make it fact.
Like, thank God for the subtitles otherwise, because Jesus Christ.
The footprints reveal that one of the heels were missing from the shoes. And they're different from Anna's shoes that we saw at the office. Furthermore, there would be even more disgusting evidence if he did kneel and, well, do as you suggested.
It's funny how, like, people like George or Usher or any other men are very quick to try and assume what the criminal's intent was by just projecting their own ideas that are honestly more incriminating about themselves than the person they're trying to figure out who it was. Like, yeah, no wonder it's, like, profiling. The concept of it is such hot bullshit. But this game rolls with it, and it's like, no, only certain people are totally legit at it. Fucking Christ.
Anna. Ow! Crap! Jeez. I hate this. What?
Oh, man. There.
Now I get it. He was kneeling to pray in front of her. Just like the twins said. She was a goddess.
Indeed she was.
Once dead Anna was transformed from an object of despite into one of worship. So who is Miss Stiletto Heels? The steps are close coming up to the body, and then farther apart going away.
There was a reason to hurry away then.
That settles it then.
Indeed.
Miss Stiletto Heels is a third party here. She's not the murderer. No one runs away from an object of worship. She could be another victim who was with Anna. Or perhaps an accomplice who fled for some reason.
Well then.
She is also one who took whatever it was Anna was holding on to in her hand.
But why? Why did she leave her here?
Only Miss Stiletto Heels knows the reason for that.
Yeah, and it's our job to figure it out, dickhead.
How many women wear high stiletto heels in this town, do you think?
Oh, I should think most of them have at least one pair. I do too, before you ask. But nobody would come all the way out here wearing them, except maybe one person.
Don't keep me in the dark, then. Who might this elegant lady be?
Diane, the owner of the art gallery. But she's out of town for a big art auction. I heard she'll be coming back in a couple days.
Then we'll just have to give her a warm welcome.
I mean, her being out of town for this entire duration is enough of an alibi that she's not the suspect in this case, but who cares?
Find something like this. It should be a building that isn't used anymore, with either a lot of metal or metal machinery or something like that.
The old lumber mill.
Then it's time to really get this show on the road. Could you guide me to this perfect setting for extravagant murder?
Man, he's getting really into this. All right. And there we go. 10K total amount. Excellent. Whew. Now we'll just drive to the lumber mill, get to the safe spot inside, and then, like, call it quits for the stream.
If that's where she was
I'll get
killed,
to doing some other
why
stuff
would
I
the
need to do
killer
during
go
the
to all
day.
trouble of carrying her all the way here.
Mainly, like, do my
My
weekly
profiling
playing of
instincts
Doom
told me
Eternal
one thing
just
is
to
for
get some of the,
The unsub's
like, weekly
personalities
challenges
are
out of the way.
before and after the crime. The
Because
unsub killed her in a brutal,
still
horrifying
amazes
way.
me that a year and a
It
half
displays
in, I've still
powerful
not missed a
narration
single one of, like, those, like series
well
of,
be the key
like,
to
cosmetics
all
that you can unlock during a certain time period.
I will say this though, George.
I mean, it doesn't cost me any
Profiling is a
money to
risky
access those,
business.
so there's no
Of course,
reason
if the
for me
unsub
to, like,
planted those stiletto footprints
not to, like,
himself, then
distance
everything
myself
I've just
from it.
said falls apart. But there's no evidence that he left those
No reason
stiletto
to
footprints.
distance, rather.
I'm sure we have Miss Stiletto Heels to thank for those tracks. All I can do is deduce the unsub's feelings in light of the evidence, and carefully figure the unsub's MO, modus operandi, his way of thinking. It usually unveils something that a normal forensic analysis may overlook. That's my way of profiling. It's not for everyone, but it works for me.
Mm-hmm. And the way he does it generally comes off as such a way where it feels less like him projecting his own personal, like, fantasies or ideals. Alright, but here we go. We can't get out of the car, but we have infinite gas and durability, so we can head on over. Let me at least double check just to make sure what my route ahead of time should be. So, like, after this winding path... Yeah, the winding path, I'll take a sharp right when it turns into the T intersection. Oh, fucking... This is the worst. This is the absolute worst.
When I first joined the force, this lumber mill was still in full swing.
It closed up right when I first moved here.
And now it's totally abandoned.
I presume so. I've never really been inside, so I don't know for sure, but it sure is run down.
Deserted buildings are perfect for criminal hideouts and activities. I keep telling Harry to have the place torn down.
Probably. After all, it's already been used as the site of Anna's murder.
We don't know that for sure yet, Agent Morgan.
That's right. But the perpetrator selected the lumber.
Agent York, you seem very confident about this.
Confident? No. Confidence is a sweet spot between being rude and hopeless. I'm just drawing natural conclusions from the facts that we've seen.
That sounds exactly like being full of confidence, at least to me.
I mean, the rude part is true, but it's very clear he's not hopeless.
Facts can be the opposite of facts sometimes. Bear that in mind.
Oh, I will, Agent York. Thank you for another pearl of wisdom.
Either way, we'll know for sure by simply going to the lumber mill.
I'm at least glad that even though, like, the main point of, like, the antagonism is usually between York and George, at least Emily, who is like less of a chip on her shoulder about it, still has, like, the common sense to point out, like, when York is, like his, like, this way of talking or mannerisms or method of investigating is actually rubbing people the wrong way, including her. She knows how to call it out without being, like, the entire focal point of her dynamic with York. We're almost there. Okay. And somehow that still works. You would think it wouldn't, or it would be permanently up just as a result of, you know, this is supposed to be an abandoned location. But whatever. There we are. Now to head inside and start the real meat of this particular chapter.
I'm going in alone. You two stay here. I can't concentrate on profiling with other people around me.
Now hold on a minute. We're investigating this case together.
Listen, I can't risk the crime scene being compromised by you two.
It's real bullshit, like, justification, all things considered.
Morgan, we know how to secure a crime scene.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. But this is how I operate. Furthermore...
Yes? Furthermore what?
To me, the outsider FBI agent, every citizen of this town is a suspect.
Apologizes for being rude, goes into saying something even more rude.
Out of the crime scene.
How can you say such a thing? Is he making fun of us?
That sassy arms on hips pose.
You're right. I've never been so insulted.
Sorry, but I'm just doing my job.
And then the shoulder slumps. And then this next line's even more ridiculous, what he just says.
Did you hear that, Zach? If they're pros, then we should let every first-person shooter gamer out there join the SWAT team.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, pull out that guitar. I'm glad it still remembered that was the last item I had equipped. Yeah, now to get through this room until we can get to the part where we can actually save our progress. There. There. Yeah, I don't need a steel pipe, I'm fine. Okay, and... Got him. Yeah, that's all of them. Oh, look at that. Someone mysterious. A suspect, perhaps.
Just as I thought, Zach. This is where Anna was killed.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like a fucking ritualistic murder site.
Hey. Come here.
Yeah, not much else to really say about this. Whole lot of static, too much noise.
too much noise.
Exactly.
We're still missing a vital piece of the puzzle.
Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. Submachine gun. Might as well hold on to it just in case. Alright. There's a little scripted sequence here. We gotta answer the phone for something else entirely. Then we have to use a different phone to actually save. And we'll be done with the stream for today. Almost 4 hours of this. Yeah, just get the lollipop. Why not? Yeah, not a very ceremonious fade-in on that one.
Hey. Come here.
With like some of the poses she's in and like just kind of how the model looks, it definitely does look like that. They said that like she was like not bound or anything, but I would not be surprised if there was still some like bondage stuff or whatever, considering that this probably lured her in on the basis of being like some secret sex cult. Whatever. I guess she just had like arm anklets or whatever, like leg anklets rather. I guess it was. Alright, now we can save. What a day. Whole lot of stuff done, and still more things I need to do, obviously, that are like unrelated to the stream. Oh wait, I guess actually still technically related, because I just remembered I completely forgot to like publish the I actually forgot to publish the like the first VOD for this playthrough on my YouTube channel. I haven't uploaded. I just forgot to make it go public last night. Oh well, I'll get to that later once this is done. Whew. So yeah, I guess next stream, if we're going for about like on the similar 4 hours or so, it'll probably involve like getting through like all the remaining chapters for like the chapter 1 for episode 1 ideally, or at least close to. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all the remaining like chapter replays near the end of episode 1 on Saturday, but it will be close. At least sometime, like at the very least a week from today, we'll probably be moving on to episode 2 and like being able to pick the pace back up as far as actually going through the rest of the story. It should be fine. Alright. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you all for the next part. Later.